So welcome, my name is Brenda Cardock. I'm the Rochester Public Library Foundation Executive Director. We have just a short video before we get to what you really came for, which is tea and cookies and to hear a great story. So here, oh, this is the wrong video to start with. I guess I've been drinking too much tea. So let me pull this one up quick. I'm very sorry. This is
I'll take the blame because I'm the one who's like, Brenda, you're really good with videos.
Oh, stop, you're fine. It was my mistake. So here we go. This is the video. We're going, one of our sponsors.
I've been in this community since 2004, and in 2010, Mayo Clinic and the Rochester Public Library asked us to participate in assisting in unloading the race exhibit at the library. And that is the first time that this exhibit really demonstrated all the different types of races that we are blended in as a community. And it was really a dynamic, new exhibit that we've never had before. The caveat or the challenge we had with that was we had a limited amount of time to unload it. So with the help of local subcontractors and some organizational skills from Mayo and donations from folks like United Rental, we had lifts and a group of volunteers, and we unloaded the entire display exhibit in less than 6 hours. And so we were very proud of that. We were more proud of what that exhibit stood for and how that it was received by the community. The library has always had their community, or Rochester's community, at the focal point of everything they do. So all their decisions, whether it's the bookmobile, it's who they're serving and the audience that they serve. And so they've never taken their eye off the ball, which is why we support the Rochester Public Library.
So big thanks to Knutson Construction and all of our amazing sponsors like Smith Schaefer, Gwaltney Group Remax Results, Charterhouse, and so many more. And now I'm going to turn it to Shelley, and she will tell you more about this session.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Brenda. So I am just thrilled to have everyone here today. Again, thank you so much. I think when we were planning sessions for this year, thinking about how do we really reflect, what we want to share with the community for Wit, Wisdom, and Wine. And part of it is the sense of community, and community is just really at the heart of everything that the library does. And I think that the other part of community for me, and this is a conversation that actually Catherine, Brenda, and I had yesterday with Tim Penny, our speaker who kicked off this weekend of events. We ended up talking about Norwegian culinary traditions. And it was just really funny because I think that's one of those things that whether we're from Norway or whether we're from New York City or Egypt or wherever, there is a tradition of just wonderful food, and these treats and these traditions bring us together, even when it is something that is as even when it's something unique. Maybe it's something that you haven't tried before, like putting milk in your tea, Brenda. But anyway, I'm just so thrilled to greet Chef Eman. She is the grandma to four beautiful children. Grandma to four beautiful children, and she's always had a passion for cooking and gathering everyone around the table to enjoy her food. She started her new online bakery, SETO, during the pandemic, and the name of her bakery is a tribute to her mother, who passed on her Mediterranean culinary skills and Eman's love of baking. So before I get much further into this introduction, Brenda, we did have that other video. So if you want to go ahead, I think Eman introduces herself and her mission better than I could through my own words. So if you'd like to share that, Brenda.
I should probably press the play button. I'm kind of engrossed in my tea with milk.
Hi, my name is Eman. I am the owner of SETO Bakery. SETO Bakery is an online store where customers can order freshly baked items and get them delivered to their home.
The name Setu is grandma in Egyptian language.
The story started from my mom. You can see her picture in the logo.
I inherited love of baking and cooking from my mom. She was a great cook and a strong woman that loved gathering family and having them enjoying her food.
My passion is in the kitchen. Add pinch of sugar, cinnamon, flour, and then get the perfect combination.
The secret to my bakery is the freshness, quality of ingredients, and my passion to bake. We specialize in Mediterranean cuisine, baklava, knafa, basbousa, Mediterranean cookies and more. But also we become famous of apple pie and blueberry lemon cake.
Happiness for me is to see people enjoy my food. It always makes my day. I like it.
So I just provided the cookies, so now you can see me enjoying your cooking.
Yeah, it makes my day.
Oh, wonderful. Excellent. Well, thank you so much for joining us. And thank you so much for providing the cookies for all of us to share and partake in during this this session. And then the other thing I wanted to mention was the tea that you are drinking is specifically the tea that Eman, that's your favorite tea.
Yeah, it's my favorite tea, but maybe someone like other brand, but this is my favorite.
Yep, it's red label. You can find it anywhere. But so it's funny because obviously in the community there's a lot of I mentioned to one of my friends that I was talking to you today, and she's like, "Oh, the baklava is so incredible." I'm like, the baklava is incredible, but I'm like, I'm all about these sesame cookies. As we've been talking, I think one of the things that really impresses people about these sesame cookies, they're delicious, but they're not too sweet.
Yeah.
And you were saying that when we were talking, tell me a little bit about the history of these cookies.
Before we get started, I know you just asked a question. Somebody asked if you can add milk, and I'm going to let you.
To the tea?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can add milk to the tea. I like it's the traditional in like Egypt to take in the morning tea with milk, like here, like coffee with the coffee mad. But you can take tea with milk or without milk. It's delicious also. If you put a tea bags in just water and take it, it's give you some sweetness, just equal to the tea in the tea bags in the without any sugar. So some people do it, but for me and for most, the majority, they take it with tea with milk. That's why you just do it. It's nice to try. You like the tea with milk? You like it?
I do.
Yeah. Okay.
I've never done it before, but I do like it, especially with the cookie. It tastes really
good. Anne-Marie, I can see you nodding too. So yeah, absolutely.
Oh, good.
Also, these cookies in particular, they're very much, again, they are perfect for breakfast. I'm going to say that right off. But tell me a little bit about just kind of the history of these cookies, where if we were in Egypt, where would we be finding them? That sort of thing.
Okay, what I love about this cookie, and this is what I think to just introduce these cookies for the market. It's first time I introduced it in the Thursday downtown this year, and I surprised that many people love it. And even my daughter, my daughters tell me, "Why you make this?" I told them I like it, and I think that people will like it. I have to just introduce something. I love it. I'm thinking to just because this is very famous in Egypt and you find it in any bakery. So most of the bakeries, but there is a special bakeries that they're They taste very nice there. So when I go there, I just ask, what is the best place making these cookies? So during the I go there in like vacations, or spend like months or less. So I have to make sure that I have at home some of this. I'm not doing by myself because I want to enjoy other food that people doing. So this is a history that most of people just bring them at home and keep it because they can stay 1 week in the just room temperature, just covering with like or in a glass jar, and take it every day, like in the morning. The kids also just you can take once as a snack. So this is my plan to introduce some of our, like what they say, street food. Street food mean the when I go to walking and I feel hungry, I can go to any place and grab some of these cookies or something else, because I just plan to introduce more of this because I find that the people like them so much. So
yes, so we do.
yeah. My idea is, we all like the taste of human being, it will be the same anywhere. So my idea is that if you have a particular item very famous in a country, so and you perfect it and you can do it, so it will be famous in anywhere, any place in the world. Yeah, this is my idea. So this is what my first test. Next, I will be something else for sure.
So
It's
can
like
you
a
remind me?
baklava.
Oh yeah, yes. Oh, your
It's
baklava
like
is
a baklava.
so
The
good.
baklava, it was not very famous here, but maybe like 20, 30 years ago, someone introduced it and it's become very famous. Yeah.
So in I know when we've been talking about these cookies, I just refer to them as a sesame cookie, but there is a specific name in the Egyptian culture. What is the name?
They say it nawaim. Nawaim meaning I can translate it like softy, like
Okay.
something softy. Yeah.
Okay.
And some people call it ajamaya meaning something sweetie. It's like nicknames.
Okay.
So I don't know what is the correct name. That's why I just named it. First time I introduced it, I like ajamaya, like it's they. But most of the people coming, we need the sesame cookies. We want the sesame cookies because they not remember the name of. But from then I just name it sesame cookies. Even I changed the label from ajamaya to sesame cookies.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we can call it.
Yeah.
So if you're ever at the market and you see SETO, you can just go and say, I would like the sesame cookies.
Yeah, sesame cookies. Yeah.
So stepping back a little bit, how did you? So you moved to Minnesota.
Yeah.
Has it been about a year? Can you tell us a little bit about what brought you here and when you got here?
Actually, we was live in Iowa while my kid was in the university and the school, and yet not started this. But I just do something for my friends. If a party, they order something just for my friends and relatives. But all the time I plan to just settle in some place and do something. I also live in Egypt. I live a time. I went to Qatar while as my husband worked in Qatar. So each place I want, I make some friends or some close customers just to experience cooking. And when I find that anywhere I went, the people like, and they call me, are you here or Egypt or US? Because we want to order something. So in this point, just I decided to just open a place to just show what I love to do for them. But it was a pandemic. When I decided to do that, it was a pandemic. So after I was in Qatar, and they stopped the planes. I just stayed here for like 7 months. I can't travel to US. They open as they maybe open at the end of 2020 open. By the end of this year, just I traveled here and said to start my business. So we think first to open it online, because I know that at that time there is no one going to restaurant, no one going to bakery. Most of the people order online. And I find that it's fine also to test the market here in Rochester. I open online, just a few, in 1 month, I get many orders and start going up until last June, when just I joined Thursday downtown.
Yep, the Thursdays, yeah, it's Thursdays downtown.
Downtown. From this point, I got many new customers, and they know me more, and they start more orders. And some people on Thursday come in the early morning and take some of the bread, the sesame cookies, and I do something special for Thursday. So I find that there is certain people come every week to get all the things they like and go. So I start like after that I just start looking for like I'm not start looking, but I think that I have to find a place. I just go around and see, but I can't find some like it has all the require. I wanted like a very cozy small place. This is, I have an imagination in the place I open.
You have a dream, yes.
Yeah, cozy, not a small, medium, and the people can reach it, and so it will be. So till now, I still looking for something like that. So once I find, I'll just open a place, because I like the people. I like to the freshness, the freshness. And it's I do now, what I'm doing is something can stay when you take at home, can stay like for 2-3 weeks fresh. But there is other item I like to do it. So you have to take it once from the oven, like pizza. Take the from the oven, so it will be more delicious than you stay and reheat it. So that's why I want a place to introduce something very, very, very delicious and very fresh. This is the freshness is my is what I can say. The freshness. I love to eat something very fresh. Even I want to do it from scratch. I want to do the tomato, whatever, the nuts fresh, just like not more than like 1 month, not like the expiration date was very recent. Even the butter, I make it the butter for the baklava, for example. I get the butter made it ghee, so I have to make it very fresh before.
Wow.
Yeah, that's why the freshness is giving the different taste.
Well, and so what's interesting about, so, you're talking about your iconic Mediterranean desserts, but over time here in Minnesota, here in Rochester, you have become also known. I was talking to my mother today, who's a very good cook, and I mentioned your apple pie. And again, my mom doesn't live anywhere near here, but she's like, oh, I've seen pictures of that pie. Yeah. I'm like, okay, well, that's good, Mom. But so your apple pie, the blueberry lemon cake, tell me a little bit how these kind of quintessential American desserts have started, coming into your repertoire.
I like apple pie even. I do the thing I love.
you do the things that you love. Well, that's good. That's good for us.
Yeah. For apple pie, I want to tell you something. Like from 2 weeks ago, someone called me from North Carolina, and she said, I want order apple pie, 3 apple pies. But I find that you only provide to local. That's the rules. I provide to local here. She said that she going to travel to Iowa, and she step in the airport by Rochester, and she can come to my house, take the apple pies, and travel back to. Oh, I told her, are you going to do that? Yes, she said yes, because just I like the picture of your pie.
Oh my gosh, that is
She
incredible.
came, yeah, from the airport, she called me and she came to my house and she take the apple pie. I told her she was going to a wedding for her relative in Iowa. I told her, just please let me know what they say about it.
Oh, that is so sweet. Okay, so like I said, it's
I was
you're
so happy that
you're getting countrywide acclaim here.
So,
So
yeah, I like the apple pie. I like blueberry lemon cake from long time. So when I make just the item in the website, I think of them because I like the blueberry lemon cake, and always I do it even for my family here. So I put some items I like. So it's become famous, very famous, the blueberry lemon cake. Even in night market on Thursday downtown, they just finished like 2 hours, all gone. So
you have to get there early, otherwise you're gonna miss out.
Yeah.
And I see a lot of people making comments. Emily, yes, delicious. Anne Marie, yeah, no preservatives. So Brenda has a question about, so ghee is clarified butter.
Yeah.
And so you make that yourself. And how is that done?
Yeah, you just get the butter and just you cook it, and like it takes like you put all the butter you want in the like a pan, and you just stir it until it's boil. Once it's boiled, you will find that it become clear, and there is some like burned, like maybe milk or something.
It's the milk solids that get to the bottom.
Yeah, so I just put in the jars, and I keep it like for 1 week. I can use it no more than 1 week, but I like to use it within 1 week or just 10 days. That's it. It tastes different when it's fresh.
When it's fresh. Oh, absolutely. So what is something, so again, we were talking about how you've kind of taken inspiration from, you see something that you like and you make it.
Yeah.
What is something that you haven't baked yet, but that you have been eager to try and, launch out to us lucky people here in Rochester?
Yeah. I like to do like something called fatayr. It's pies. It's just like a special dough. We make it as a round and put some cheese, different cheese. Just I do it for my my family, but I can do it with my because I have a cottage license. It's not allow me to make like cheese or something. But I hope when I just open a place, I just introduce this the pie. It can be filled with cheese, spinach, very nice with spinach, with meat, with many kinds of chicken, but it's very delicious. It's very famous in Turkish.
I was going to say, so that, this is, it's a very savory pie. So just something that, Oh, Erlene, almost kind of like what we think of as like a quiche, which is the, you have a crust and eggs.
It's not a quiche like a tart pie. It's a pie dough. The quiche is pie dough, but this is not a pie dough. It's like bread dough, but it's just near the pizza dough, but it's not a pizza dough. The pizza dough, just water, olive oil, and salt. That's it, and flour. This we put more like some eggs. This is my daughter get me one. I just make it. This is a Spanish pie. Yeah, we can open it here. This is a.
Oh wow!
This is
that looks delicious. It's spinach, yeah.
Spinach pie, yeah. Very delicious. And
Well, and
sometimes we put za'atar. This is
okay.
thyme.
Za'atar.
Thyme.
Okay.
Thyme. It's thyme.
Okay.
It's time called za'atar in Arabic, but in most places it's called za'atar pie.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, very, very, very delicious. Yeah, the
Well,
thyme also makes a very, even the fresh thyme.
yes.
The fresh
I've
thyme.
had theirs.
Yeah, yeah, we make a pie of fresh thyme, very delicious pie. But all this
Okay.
it have to be like freshly baked and come from the oven. So that's why just still not, yeah. I have many in my mind, but even I just think I have to just minimize my my items, but I love many items to do this.
Yes. So Brenda has volunteered if you ever need taste testers. I'm sure anybody who's here
Oh
would
yeah,
be
sure. Yeah.
willing to do that. So, now, is there anything from, so I love that video. Your video is so just, it really gives it insight into, why you've done this and what you hope to accomplish. But is there anything that your mother or your grandmother made that you haven't been able to master yet? Or is there anything that, just, it was just so quintessentially that family member that you don't even.
My mother always, it's my mother and the grandma of my children, yeah. She always make a big table full of food, the real food, not the sweets. She loved in the sweets. She cooks something called basbousa. I introduce it here, but yeah, basbousa. Yeah, she loved it, and she was very special to do it. And I remember when I was young, she not used to make a basbousa. She tried many recipes and she like failed of most of them. This is one of my memories. That's why I like the basbousa. I remember when maybe I was like 10 years old or less, she get one of her friend at home, she was perfect in doing the basbousa, and she get all the ingredient. And I was just sitting and watching them. She tell her, you have to put this and to put this and to put this. She just get someone to give her a basbousa lesson, because the basbousa is something not all the people, even if follow the ingredient, it's need test of what you're doing. To get someone to teach her how to make the basbousa at home. I never forget this. I was maybe more than 50 years. But I remember why she get someone to teach her a certain recipe. And from that day, she starting just produce his basbousa to get her basbousa and most of our like family gathering. She liked to do the basbousa and she loved the basbousa. But the main thing she want to do, like she make a chicken, very famous, her chicken and chicken pots, and pasta, and some kind of cake, and the Mediterranean cookies. The Mediterranean cookies is one of her favorite, and she teach me how to make it. It was very special, and she just we make the Mediterranean cookies is our like when celebrate some occasions, and he used to give our neighbors some of plates of her Mediterranean cookies. The one you ask for something I didn't try yet is, you ask, this is your question. There is we have a certain pie that have many layers of like croissant, but it's not a croissant. It's like crown.
The croissant. Okay, like the phyllo dough or the.
It's not a phyllo. She do it from the scratch.
Okay,
so
it's
and
the butter.
Butter and yes, fold it and butter and fold it. It's become like a round pie. We eat it with molasses I have, yeah, molasses and just cream cheese. This I want just maybe this next one, yeah, because it's this one is allowed also in the cottage food because it doesn't contain any any milk or cheese. Maybe this will be my next next, yeah, yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
I've
Remember
never,
it now, yeah, yeah.
I've never had anything like that. That sounds just
You
incredible.
eat it, yeah, yeah, you can eat it with molasses or just honey. It very, very, very delicious. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Oh,
Mm.
wow. So you kind of touched on, what your hopes are for the future in terms of finding a place that is, that you can call your own. And so you can be making these delicious, fresh, go beyond the
Yeah.
cottage baking. In the meantime, and I see that Catherine had dropped the link in, we can order online, correct? You offer food on your website.
Yeah.
And you guys, you actually deliver as well. That's
Yeah,
correct?
Yeah.
Wow. That is awesome. And the sesame cookies from today are on that website. So yay.
Yeah, yeah, they are as well.
Well, we
Sorry,
had
tomorrow.
oh,
Tomorrow,
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So we had what kind of cherries do you use in your cherry pie?
Cherry
was a
pie,
question.
till now I get it from the organic cherry pie from Costco, the bucket, the big bucket. It's nice.
Oh, the bag.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, delicious.
Yeah.
So good. So I had through this experience getting ready to pick up cookies from you and talking with you, etc. I did meet, you have some beautiful grandchildren, and I got to meet one of your granddaughters.
Yeah.
So do you enjoy cooking? What kind of lessons are you passing down to your grandkids and to your children?
Yeah, they make pizza with me all the time. Once I make pizza, they make the pizza. They get the small chairs and sitting next to me while we make pizza. The big one just yesterday she makes the pie, the cheese pie. I told you that I like to. Yeah,
Wow.
she put the cheese and make the round one, and she told me it's not perfect as yours. I told her this first time, next time will be perfect. The very small one, that's 2 years old. All the time I make dough for her with water and flour, and shake the rolling pan, sit in her small chair. And instead of making the the poly dough, she making she call, I want to roll the dough. She rolls the dough and cut it. And she told me, I want to put in the oven. I tell her, okay, I put in for you. Sometime I put in the oven, I show her, this is yours.
Yes.
What happened with us when we was small? Just they give some dough and we just make whatever we want, and they put in the oven, and this is yours and this is yours. Yeah.
Well, my kids do that with we give them sprinkles sometimes, like, okay, this one's yours, you guys get to decorate this one.
Yeah. And the small one, they love the baklava. Today morning, the small one, she take the last one. She tell me, can I take this baklava? I tell her, okay, you already take it. You don't have more. You don't have more.
So much fun. So it sounds like, Brenda, did you say you have a picture of some of the baked goods? Oh, yeah, you're on mute. You can go ahead and share. Ooh. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So tell me, so how do you say it? Kunafa?
Knafa. Yes, this is a Mediterranean sweet. It's like shredded dough, very small, like hair, very shredded. And
okay,
we cook it with the butter. Just it's the traditional one with cheese. We put cheese in which kind of cheese? Like there is a kind of cheese we can put inside, but now I do it with nuts. some of pistachio, some of
I
walnut.
thought I saw pistachio.
Yeah, so we cook in the oven with butter, and then we just put honey in the top. The very shredded dough absorb the honey, and it become crunchy and sweet, and sometimes the cheese in the middle give her very nice taste, or the nuts also give them very nice taste. Yeah.
Oh,
This is
wow.
called the kanafa. It's very famous in Middle East and Turkey. So yeah, very famous. Even like
Delicious.
yeah. This
Oh, I see.
basbousa, yeah, if you can
Oh,
see
there we go.
this
Oh, there's the babusa.
basbousa. It's very,
Basbousa.
very delicious and very. This is the one that I told my mom tried to learn it from her friend or someone come to teach her how to make the basbousa. It's like semolina flour. We cook it with yogurt and butter and sugar, and we put some like here has a nuts. We can put pistachio, we can put whatever you want nuts in the top, or even without nuts. And when it comes from the oven, we put the syrup. It absorbs the syrup, become just like sweet and very, very soft cake. It's like very soft cake. It's not high but thin, but very, very tasty. I got some people like this for so much and come every week also to take it.
Well, and Catherine had mentioned basbousa literally means just a kiss. That is such a cool.
Basbousa. Yeah, basbousa. Yeah.
That is so neat.
How do you know that it's like a kiss?
That's in the description.
Yeah, just a kiss. Yeah.
No, I don't have. I do not know the Egyptian language, but
Yeah.
oh, and there's that blueberry lemon cake.
Blueberry.
It surprises me how fast I've seen. I've gone down to the holiday markets, and Thursdays downtown. And yes, that flies from your booth almost first.
Yeah.
That and the baklava.
And they like also the chocolate chips caramel cookies. This my daughter told me, don't do that because it's very famous and very everywhere. Don't do that. I tell him, but I like this recipe because I put pecan and caramel. It make it different. Yeah, because crunchy, soft, and different. But I got many order of it too.
I believe it. Oh, so good. Well, is there anybody else who has any questions? Again, we did talk about how to order from you. I can go ahead and share my screen because I have a slide that shows, here we go. So you are online. That's the website up there. Again, and I've seen you on Instagram and on Facebook. So much fun. And again, too, it's just, when I think about my own grandmother, when I think about my mom, it's so neat that, you've taken all of these experiences and, just the things that you miss and that you love, and you are bringing them to us. Thank you very much.
Can I tell you something? Just the one who makes the design for the website it's like my daughter and my sister daughter. She's the one. She's the one who just choose to put the picture of her SETO too, because she's my sister daughter.
Oh,
so
that
my
is so
daughter
neat.
And my sister daughter, just both of them who make this the design of the website and the card, everything, and the logo of the
logo is so cool.
Yeah. So it's SETO for them. It's SETO.
That is their SETO.
Yeah. And they use it to call her SETO. It's she playing a very, very, very just a major role in their life, the kids' life. So all the like when they go to vacation or something to spend with her, she was just feed them, and every day get up early. What do you want to eat today? What do you eat for dinner? What do you want to eat for lunch? So they focus on food.
Food can be love.
Yeah.
Well, so somebody has a comment in here. Is there anything that you can't make? Apparently, I don't know that there is.
I can't make. I can't.
Yes,
You know
that you.
I tell you, I am very, very bad to make a pancake.
That is funny.
I tried to make the pancake for my grandkids one day, like where their father all every weekend do pancake for them. And he was not here and tried to, they told me, no, you're making a bad pancake. It's not good as with daddy. Oh, okay. This is my pancake. You want to eat it or no? From that day, I don't want to make a pancake. It is taken in the pan, so
It's hard.
yeah. So I just I'll not make pancake anymore. I tell them I will not make pancake.
I don't blame. I buy mine from the freezer. So
yeah.
So someone had asked where to, I'm sorry to interrupt, but somebody had asked on the website to order the sesame cookies. They don't seem
tomorrow
to be on here quite yet.
it's not, we send it to just add for the, but I think they not add it yet. Maybe tomorrow.
They'll be there.
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow. Yeah.
Okay. So this would still be the place that you would go. You would go to the myseto.com and you'd go to shop, and it would be right in here where these other lovely items are right now.
I saw you red velvet cupcakes. Those look delicious.
That looks like a good
special. Next because of Valentine. We said Valentine red red velvet cookie cupcakes. So
those look delicious.
We do it in the Valentine for the Valentine.
Very yummy.
So good.
Yeah. I don't know. I could just scroll this all day here.
No, I see the Mediterranean cookie tray that you mentioned.
Also, yeah, the Mediterranean cookies. It's yes, very, very, very delicious. And I got during the last Christmas, I surprised that I got many orders from the Mediterranean cookies.
I purchased some of these. SETO Bakery often comes to the Rochester Women Magazine launch at 125 Live.
Yes.
It's, I think, a Friday usually. I think the Emily is on. She can hop and tell us when the next one is. But I bought an assortment of these, and they are like soft and buttery and really, really delicious.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
well, and they're not too sweet. They're they're really well balanced. I don't feel I don't feel guilty after eating those cookies. So.
Yeah, I like to make them also. I like to look at the picture. Yeah. They my love.
So do we. Oh, and Emily just popped into the chat. The next launch party for the March-April issue of the Rochester Women's Magazine is going to be Friday, March 4th at 125 Live. And that's going to be from 10:30 until 1 o'clock. So,
yeah.
And anybody can go to that. Are you going to be at that event, Chef Eman?
Yes, I think, anyone can go because it's just a release of a magazine. So they welcome everyone.
I will try really, really hard to get her to come.
Well, I was going to say, this might be the next place to find those sesame cookies. So, although I hope I don't have to wait until March.
It will be in the website.
Yes. Well, I don't, if anybody else has any, we are here until 2 o'clock. I know that coming up next, we are going to be talking to Leilani Henry. Her book is about Antarctica Call to Adventure. And that is going to be so much fun. Again, what I'm loving about these conversations is there's just really this theme of family and heritage and love, and you know, the stories that we've been sharing between us with cooking and all of that, you know, it is just, you know, it flows quite nicely into what's going to be next here with Leilani. So, and again, if anybody else has any questions, feel free to pop in. Otherwise, this is nice time to, I mean, we have our coffee. I'm sorry, I'm drinking coffee.
Yeah.
We have our tea. If anybody has cookies left, please go ahead. And
Who has cookies left? Because let me know your address.
This is the cookies.
But thank you again so much for Catherine. No cookies left. They were too delicious. I agree. But again, thank you so much for being with us and sharing your time and your talent. Again, as we mentioned, the SETO Bakery is out there online for us to enjoy until you do find your dream bakery that we can all come and visit and have coffee and tea and sweets. And yeah, a lot of people saying thank you. And yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you so much for this just very, very nice opportunity. And I love to meet you all. And thank you for just that you love the cookies.
Well, thank you so much.
I love you all.
I just want everybody to know that these cookies that were baked with love today were a gracious gift for all of us to experience. So thank you very much. It was very generous of you to provide the cookies.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Anytime.
Well, and it is funny because when we talked about hosting Eman for this event, Brenda and I started talking about it, and she's like, well, yeah, we need to. She's like, but we have to have sesame cookies. I'm like, yes. I was so afraid she was going to say something other than the sesame cookies because those are my favorites. So, but this worked out wonderfully, and we really, really thank you. So
yeah, thank you so much, everybody. Thank you so much.
Excellent. All right. Well, again, our next event is at 2:30. There we go. I have a sheet. Yep. So 2:30. And again, looking forward to seeing everybody. Go take a break and we'll be back.